So, you worked very closely for a time with Peter Coleridge during the production of Dungeons of Love, and there were some rumours at that time of a disagreement between you. How much credit would you give these rumours, if any? Was there anything to them?
Well, the rumours were certainly substantiated by the awful amount of blackmail and personal sights and viewings. You see, I was going after this wonderful girl called Marjorie, and I had a bit of a fling.
She was a member of the group.
Oh no, it's just her bag. I picked him off the street, you know. But she sent me this frightfully awful letter saying, "I saw you hit him, kiss, kiss," which was completely unacceptable. And I you know, got rid of her in a very interesting way, but that is for another interview. But yes, you know, some of them carried on with their murderous, frightfully awful deeds and sent the information they'd added and collected onto the press.
Them being the various women you've had affairs with in the past.
Yes, yes. They clearly murdered my family, and the son had a field day.
So there was some truth to those rumours?
Yes.
And that culminated in your leaving the group, ultimately, that disagreement with Peter Coleridge?
Well, yes, you know, there was quite a lot of tension in the band, and along with the artistic differences with the organ, you know, I wanted the organ part on one of our songs to be really light and airy, but this one was grit and pain and suffering. I can't cope with that, you know. My artistic mind was strangled to death by his zombified pulp of a brain.
Yeah. So at what point after that, at which point you went to live in Nice, I believe.
Yes.
At what point after that did you eventually think to yourself, hang on, this has gone on long enough, I need to make up with them?
Well, you know, I felt rather rude that I had made any contact with them for quite some time. So I set out and tried to find them all, and I sent assorted chocolates to them, you know.
This was just after your second solo album, Tales of Love, wasn't it?
Yes, it wasn't a very big success,
Yeah, no, it was
unfortunately.
something of a failure in the critics of the time were rather hard on it.
Yes, yes, yeah. I suppose it was all the unusual sounds I put on, you know. Lots of found sounds I collected in the lavatory.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And there were some words that I believe a critic, John Tailnby.
Oh God! Don't speak his name.
Yes. Well, he at the time of your the release of Tales of Love, he said the following thing, and I quote: "Oh my God, what is this? This sounds like rust forming on the back of a turtle. Cut my ears off, Marjorie." Marjorie, ironically, being the woman you had previously had an affair with,
Yes.
his wife. I think that.
Yes. Well, it turns out
Do you ever
that
feel that he bore a grudge against you for being the ex-boyfriend of his fiancée?
Well, you see, the thing is, with women, us rock stars like to just use them and then let go, you see. And as the critics are always wanting to get at you and go, "Nyeh," and sort of rip your head off, most of the girlfriends we've had then become their wives and their daughters. And scary things like that, you know, things we didn't know at the time.
Tales of Love, of course, was in rather a contrast to your first solo album, Quiches of Love. That was something of an international hit, wasn't it?
Yes, you see, it was the first album to ever be composed on the rides of Alton Towers, you see.
You composed, you composed every song on an Alton Towers ride.
Yes, each one was composed on a different Alton Towers ride. Yes, yeah.
Did the fact that every song was written on an Alton Towers ride ever hinder the creative process at all? For example, you attempted to write a song while riding the Congo River Rapids, and apparently the words were continually smudged by the water.
Well, you see, I was also stabbed quite a lot by the tip of the pen, which gave me blood poisoning, and I was in bed for 3 days, which gave me a good old time to think of British thinking time, you see, and I tried to go and buy a typewriter, very heavy, very rare to come by, you see.
And we have an extract of that song here, the song that was produced from that episode. Why don't we have a listen of it? Here we go.
Oh my god! Oh! Ah! Pure poetry. Yes, yes. I haven't heard of it so long. You really feel the pain and the suffering in that piece.